Hi, thank you for joining us. This is our virtual art exhibition. What you're about to see is the artwork by my students at Truman College, and you'll hear them talk about their work a little bit as well. We want to thank the Haitian American Museum of Chicago for hosting this exhibition. I'm really proud of their work, and I hope you enjoy the show.
My name is Bella Chapman. I used watercolors to do the portrait of a young boy. I focused on shading mostly on the face, making sure that the colors matched the picture I used to go off of. I also wanted to make sure that I got the hair textured correctly and doing that with a um, kind of dotting tool. And time was a factor in this painting. I didn't have as much time as I would have liked to continue with the shading, but I think it turned out nicely for what it was. And I think there's a lot of value in art and doing paintings like this. Just having a subject to look at makes you really connect with what the picture is trying to show you.
My name is Jess. This is my watercolor painting of a butterfly based on a picture I took in the Lincoln Park Conservatory in Chicago when I first moved here. I like it because it's like the viewers peering in on this peaceful moment of the butterfly resting. I often find myself painting butterflies because of their strong metaphorical symbolism. And I think art is a powerful tool through which one can work through their traumas and create something beautiful and lasting in the process, which is why I'm studying to be an art therapist and why I'm taking this class.
Hello, my name is Claudia Malicki and I drew flowers and landscape. The medium I used is watercolors, and what I was trying to get at in this picture is to focus on the flower and the background be blurry, like how I found in the picture. I really like how it turned out. I like all the highlights the flower has and the texture if you look closely, and just the arrangement of different pink colors. Um, What I think is important about art is that everyone has its own say in it. Everyone is different and it helps us interact with each other and all around the world. And it's just expressing your emotions, and I really like that.
Hello, my name is Ashley, and the medium I used was watercolor to paint this portrait of a man. My main focus on this painting was to make sure I gave him his features correctly. I painted the features correctly. Um, I made sure that his scarf looked like a scarf because I thought it was an important part of the picture since it's like one of the only colors that pops up. And for me, art is important because I struggle with social anxiety, and art helps me calm down and helps me manage my stress and helps me relax.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Moda. The art medium I used was watercolor. My goals for this painting was to highlight the white of the flowers and to give the background a slight blur. I think painting is a really good way to de-stress and to let yourself be as creative as you want to be and to get lost while painting. Art allows people to let their feelings out however they want and to say what they want to without having to use words.
Said hey yo! It's Roy Romano. This is my painting. It's a butterfly standing on a flower. The background's blurred out, and I really like this. It's got purple polka dots. It's real cool. The butterfly is standing on the flower, all cool, like standing there, like, yo, what's up? It's me. This is my flower. Nobody comes over here except for the other butterflies that I'm cool with. That's it. Boring take. cut to. Hello, my name is Roy Romano. This is my butterfly painting. It's a close-up of nature, like wildlife. Uh, Butterfly's got some cool purple dots in it. I use a really tiny brush to get all those nice crisp lines in the wings. I really like this painting because it's pretty detailed in the butterfly at least, and I don't know, it looks like he's owning that flower, so I like it. I think it's good.
Hi, I'm Jacoby. This portrait I made is watercolor and I made it of Victoria Pedriti. She's in You and Haunting of Hill House and Haunting of Bly Manor. I really like everything she's done. I'm taking this watercolor course to try to find a medium that I really like with art because I think art is something that's going to be in my life.
Hi, my name is Irina Avirina, and for this piece I used watercolor and paper. For my drawing Wind of Change, I was inspired by movement Stop Asian Hate, and for my goal was to show beauty of Asian girl and also include symbols into my art. And it's like a lotus, which symbolized peace and beautiful, and everything is bright, is good. And also wind, which in her hairs, it shows a change which happened right now. In my drawing, I like a contrast and I like colors, deep indigo on the top and yellow in the middle. And also colors contrast with the flowers, abstract around her, and very specific in the middle, a lotus. I hope you enjoy my drawing. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Caleb Langer, and this concept you're seeing right now is called Watching You. Now, I chose this topic because I have a special admiration for certain mythologies, as well as creatures and deities and gods and goddesses. So I chose this because I use it for inspiration for a lot of my own personal work. And I used a combination of colored pencils and colored pastels, as well as pieces based off of my own collage. And I wanted to achieve this sort of galaxy looking back at you as you gaze up into the night sky. I really admire this. Honestly, I feel like it's one of my best works.
Hi, my name is Abigail Mendoza, and for this piece, I decided to use marker, pen, gouache, and colored pencil, and I really wanted to focus on creating a cover art that was inspired by manga and anime, and I wanted to do that particularly because I really enjoy reading manga and watching anime. It's a hobby of mine, and I really love the different style arts that are incorporated in those two different, whether it's manga or anime. And I really wanted to use bright colors for this piece, and I really wanted to incorporate many aspects of different mangas that I've read and different animes that I've seen into this piece. Whether it's different symbols or the bright colors that they use and the very characterized characters that I used.
Hi, my name is Zarya Zalazar. I chose The Lady. The Lady is based on an actual person, but her image is distorted. I chose this because I like the fact that you can see something that is familiar, but at the same time, it's not real, or it's not completely real. It is sort of like a distortion of something that we see every day, which is a face, a person, a lady.
So my name is Serrano. So I try to focus on. I use a black color pencil for my art. I try to focus on making it as much realistic as possible, including the values from dark to light. My goal was to make the magic look like a tattoo because I I really like tattoos. What I like about painting is, yeah, painting is like how uh realistic people could do them. And so it's like it inspired me to try to make something realistic as well, look realistic as well.
My name is Jessica Tapia, and the medium I used for this piece was graphite pencils. I try to focus on the values and the folds and trying to make this piece as realistic as I could. Over the years, I realized how much I really enjoyed using pencil. In the past, I would always just avoid it, but now it's my go-to. My goal was to be able to capture the softness of the blouse I was wearing, as well as the fact that it's being worn by someone. I think art is valuable because it's everywhere. Everywhere you look, it's there. You just have to keep your eyes open and look. There's just so much you could do with art. The variety is, I think, amazing. And because of that variety, that's what makes art so valuable.
My name is Agustin Casas, and the medium I'm using in this subject is oil painting. The reason why I'm using this particular subject is because just wanted to get a whole new experience in oil painting, so I just want to keep practicing more on it. And my goals for this to achieve is to make it look like the person it is to this person. It is my nephew, so as a new painter, I'm just trying to get with the norm of with family, and then try to get with strangers, just because I like the complexity of the skin tones, trying to make it right. And as I'm practicing it, it made me find important to know the patience of art and how you could apply in the real world to how you had to take your time and to make sure you could do things correctly.
My name is Jin To, and I primarily paint portraits and the figure. I love experimenting with different materials and different surfaces. I'm really right now at the stage where I want to try new things and want to stretch myself in different direction and see what feels good, what doesn't feel good, what's successful or not successful. So in these two pieces, I've used watercolor and oil pastel and ink, which were all new materials I've never used before this semester. So I'm happy with the way that they turned out and the way that they have taught me something new about these specific materials. During quarantine, I feel like has been important for me to have different projects going on and trying to stay creative in different ways. And so I feel like, especially when we're not able to be together and with people that we want to spend time with, it's always good to be creative and to discover yourself in new and fun ways. And so I feel like that's something I've learned recently that is really important in my art.
Hi, my name is Anna Gonzalez, and for this medium, I used acrylic paint. My focus for this project was the emotional aspect. Particularly, I wanted to make her seem as though she was in despair and sinking. This painting brought a sense of comfort during hard times. It was a good way to let go and see where the brush took me.
My name is Alex Ann Shaw. Both of these paintings are painted using oil on board. I think that one of the interesting and valuable things that art can do is to cause us to reevaluate the world around us and see things in a new way. So both of these images were painted from thermal imaging or infrared images, and then I rendered what the thermal camera was seeing. My hope for them is that they are arresting and beautiful, but make us unsettled and make us ask questions.
My name is Johannes Weninger, and I'm displaying 2 works that I painted in watercolors. The theme of my paintings is Egypt. I'm interested in portraying the people of Egypt, its landscapes, and monuments. Apart from working as an artist in the United States, for the past 8 years, I've also worked as a stonemason for the Epigraphic Survey of the University of Chicago in Luxor, Egypt. As many Westerners who visit Egypt for the first time, I experienced a sense that I had set foot in another world, or that time had been turned back 100 years. In Egypt, the modern and the old are woven together seamlessly. My paintings aim to share a glimpse of Egypt as I experience it with the viewer. And my hope is that the people who have visited Egypt in the past will recognize it in my paintings. I choose to paint in watercolors because I love the purity of the medium, the unique way each pigment expresses itself on paper, how it disperses when brushed onto the wet substrate, creating delicate gradations. There's a long history of travelers visiting Egypt and recording their experiences and impressions with watercolors, and I'm continuing that tradition.